Thanks for stopping back by Sunshine for the Soul for Libras Part 2, June 2023 reading. Part 1, it was all about the Knight of Cups and going through a transformation in a tower, and then it was communication. 4 cards of communication, but nowhere in that reading could I get the universe to tell me where this Knight of Cups was headed. Got very little details about who he was going to offer this emotional cup of love to. So this reading, we're going to change things up, use some different decks of cards, and see what is going on in the energies with this Knight of Cups and where he is headed. Let's get into it. Alrighty there. So, instead of pulling a Shaman Dream Oracle card like I did in part 1, I have this deck called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. And if you haven't read that book or listened to that audio, it is on YouTube for free. Tremendous life-changing book. So I'm going to take a look and pull a card now to start this reading off. We are following up on this Knight of Cups energy that was going to communicate with somebody, and we're just going to open it up and ask the universe for more information, because when I asked who it was, the universe would not give me much of anything. So let's just see what we've got here today. Really kind of just open with the energies. It says, when you feel pain, simply view it as energy. Let go and give room for the pain to pass through you. All right, so we're starting off kind of a solemn message about pain. We all go through pain and suffering. And this is saying, it's a different way to look at the pain. It's something that it's an emotion that we're experiencing. So kind of observe it as the observer, let it go, and then just give it room for it to pass right on through. That's how we deal with our emotions. Or that's how we're learning how to deal with our emotions, I should say. All right, let's pull some more cards here, see what we've got going on. So today I'm really changing it up, and I'm using my Cat Tarot deck, which is a deck I don't use too often. Like I said, I wanted to do everything different, changing the energy from part 1, trying to figure out what is going on with this Knight of Cups, who his person is, and how this is relevant to letting go of pain. Who's experiencing pain? All right, I think that's exactly what we're going to ask the universe here. Who is experiencing pain? Or who needs to transmute pain, possibly pain from the past? I had 3 cards come out. Okay, we're going to go with it. Actually, I've got 4 cards. I've got the Empress in the reverse, the King of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. All the cards are in the reverse. Every single one of them. All right. The Empress in the reverse. So we asked, what is this pain? All right. So this card suggests that there's trouble in paradise with an Empress, a little bad luck in love. An Empress in the reverse is no one to mess with, because an Emperor in the upright is loving, caring, nurturing, intuitive. She encompasses all the characteristics and traits of all the different queens, I believe, and the High Priestess. So if this Empress is in the reverse, it looks to me like possibly there was an energy playing games with this Empress, and she may have went into reverse mode and bit back. This Cat Tarot says maybe your squeaky toy bit back. So this Empress in the reverse card is saying, okay, you've got some pain from this situation. Focus on yourself while you regroup. So the object of their desire fought back, and it is being painfully felt by this energy. Now, I'm going to assume this is the Knight of Cups we're talking about, because this is part 2. We have a divine masculine energy with the Page of Cups and with the Temperance, both masculine. So we're in part 2, and we're just kind of letting it flow, and we've got the energy of pain. So this Knight of Cups is in pain over this Empress because they possibly have played games with her, and she bit back, and the situation isn't going as they had hoped or expected. And we're going to clarify all this with a Love Oracle card. I'm going to stick with the Love Oracle deck and see what we have clarifying this Empress in the reverse. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see what we got. Empress. Oh, pop. I've got Abundance. So this Empress is keeping a positive mindset. She's sitting in a state of gratitude and bliss. She is manifesting anything that her heart desires. Okay. She is in a state of abundance, regardless of the game playing, it looks like. All right, so the King of Swords in the reverse. So the King of Swords upright, he is the king of truth. He makes decisions not necessarily from the heart. They're usually very reality-based, what he sees in the moment. But he stands by his word. What he means is what he says. And say what you mean what you say. He's that kind of guy. So with this King of Swords in reverse, we've got Kratos just knocked my deck of cards over. Cry, don't be a bad boy. So upside down, it reflects a loss of self-control and mental discipline, which is leading to dysfunction and chaos. Now this is the Cat Tarot deck. Not to mention a complete lack of power. So this Knight of Cups, coming in as a knight at one time, was a King of Swords in the reverse, who was playing games, not being truthful with this Empress. This is how this is kind of unfolding today. And then to go on, this King of Swords in the reverse says, now he's at a complete lack of power in the situation, and that he's not just sarcastic and critical when he's in the upside down reverse mode. This king can be downright sadistic. I mean, I don't think I've ever read the word sadistic in any of my tarot explanations, but this king can be downright sadistic. I gotta look up the word sadistic. All right, coming from the mouth of Google. I'm going to try not to totally crack up here, you guys. Okay, so the definition of sadistic is deriving pleasure from inflicting pain, suffering, or humiliation on others. So this sadistic king is like a Christian Grey. Like, this is 50 Shades of Grey. We are describing a character who toyed with an empress like she was a squeaky little toy, something that he could mess with. And okay, wow, let's get a clarifier on that. So, let's just call him Christian Grey now, shall we? So the Knight of Cups was a King of Swords in the reverse, and he's now Christian Grey. And I'm trying to clarify this. Oh gosh, let's see what we've got here. This took a twist that I was not expecting. Got a sadistic king on our hands. WTF, finally. And this sadistic king is the runner in a twin flame connection. What the heck? All right, gotta regroup here. So he is the runner in a twin flame connection. And as we know, just like Christian Grey, the runner has a fear of intimacy, right? That's the whole story about Christian Grey, is that he doesn't open up his heart, you know? He keeps it closed because he's been hurt. So he comes up with this little arrangement of how he can release his pain because he doesn't have any love in his heart, because he's self-imprisoned himself. You know, Christian Grey needed to do some healing and open up his heart. And that's exactly what, what's her name? Anna. That's exactly what Anastasia does for him. She breaks open his heart. And he's never felt anything like that before. Like, he doesn't know what to do with her. And he thinks, like, I'm the monster. And she's like, sees his soul and sees the goodness in him and loves all those sides of him. And their love together helps him heal. It's the same thing. It's a Beauty and the Beast story. All right, so this is really weird. So let's move on. We've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So the Ten of Swords in the reverse is growth follows pain. What did I just say? She helps him heal. Together, their love together is what heals him. And this says healing and recovery are ahead. Take a careful look around, and the path to safety is much clearer. Solid ground is within reach. So this King of Swords in the reverse, that is a little bit of a sadist and the runner in a twin flame connection, which would be an empath narcissist paradigm, essentially. Another way to look at it. This Ten of Swords saying that there's some growth that transpired in this King of Swords in the reverse. And that's why in the first reading, we're seeing him as the Knight of Cups and wanting to come back in and communicate. So this part 2 reading is seems like in the past. So we've got where he's going now, but this is what's happened before, which is very interesting that I've gone backwards in time. All right, let's clarify the Ten of Swords in the reverse with a love oracle. And this is twin flame now. Both these readings are about a twin flame connection. And it has taken a very interesting twist. Like, who expects the Christian Grey archetype to show up in a twin flame connection? I bet you that's one to talk to some tarot readers and some spiritual teachers about. And I've got love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So this growth that follows this period of pain, this healing and this recovery up ahead, it is going to bring safety. It's going to bring a solid ground, and it's going to bring unconditional love as this King of Swords goes through some healing. Good gracious, this is totally interesting. All right, so now the last card that popped out was, and while I'm sitting here, let me get a clarifier real quick before I talk about that. And I've got separation, the love oracle card that says that there's sadness around the situation, that someone is missing someone, that they're thinking about them, and that they're yearning for them. All right, so the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse in the Cat Tarot says it's time to back away from the materialist thinking and, dare we say, greed. You're so focused on attaining one goal that you haven't noticed the other aspects of your life that are suffering. Take a look around. There are so many other pleasures to enjoy. So this King of Swords, this Knight of Cups character, this runner in a twin flame connection, is kind of reevaluating things. Maybe they in the past wanted fame, or maybe in the past they wanted, to be valued in the community. They wanted to be looked at as an upstanding citizen. Maybe they found value in, being the center of attention. Maybe this person found value in what they could accumulate and from a material aspect, okay? But what this says that it's time to back away from this, because this is causing, or maybe one of the causes of this separation with this Empress, and this is causing this King of Swords in the reverse sadness, and they're missing their Empress. They're thinking about them. Aw. So this is like a total Beauty and the Beast. I still can't believe the Christian Grey scenario came out in this. That is actually hysterical. So let's find out what is the outcome, the key, or the result to this transformation that this runner in a twin flame connection has gone through. All right, so he's seeing things a lot differently now. He is acknowledging that he has an empress who he played games with and basically, treated her like a squeaky toy, like cat and mouse. Let me chew on her a little bit. And it seems to have backfired for this divine masculine energy. And then there's been some transformation, some death, some changes. And they're starting to see things differently. Starting to have a new perspective on maybe their sadistic behavior, like intentionally wanting someone to suffer. An example of that would be, let's say two people meet each other and they spend a little bit of time together, a short period of time together, and then they come up with something that's kind of a trigger or a little bump in the road. And instead of acknowledging the bump and digging in and trying to work things out, you have a person that shuts down and goes into silent mode, leaving this other individual on hold intentionally. That would be an example of a sadist trying to make somebody suffer because they are in pain. That is a reflection of their own pain. And sorry, this went a little deep, but this is what it is. I've used numerous different decks. I'm doing this reading on the fly. It is not, pre-recorded and then going back to it. I do an audio file and then I upload the images that go with the reading. So let's ask, what's going to happen between this Empress and this King of Swords, Knight of Cups, runner, now that they've gone through a transformation and they want to come back in. What's going to happen with the communication? Where's this going to go? The Empress, we want to know, where is it going to go? No, this is not the right deck. All right, I'm switching decks. Hold on. So I'm going to use my Santa Muerte deck, and we're asking the universe, what's the outcome key? Where's this transformation by this sadist Christian Grey, King of Swords in the reverse, runner, now Knight of Cups energy, and this Empress who's in the reverse pissed off going. All right. So it looks like these two had a little chess game going, or a little cat and mouse going. Sounds like your typical runner chaser twin flame journey. If you guys are on the journey, and you can definitely resonate with this cat and mouse journey, put a little kitty or little mouse in the comment section. Let me know that you are with me on this one, because that's exactly what it feels like, is a little bit of cat and mouse. So, asking the universe, what's the universe got to say? I'm just going to let whatever flies, and what's the universe got to say about this? What's the universe? All right, I've got some cups. Let's see what's turned over here. I've got a Queen of Cups. I've got the Devil in reverse. And I've got number 11, the High Priestess. Interesting. So Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups in the reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the High Priestess. And let's take a look at these and see what the universe has to say about this scenario, because your guess is about as good as mine. This is looking kind of interesting. Let's ask a question about this Queen of Cups. We know that she leads with her heart. She's an extremely intuitive person. She's going to pick up on this dynamic intuitively. She's very caring and she's very compassionate, just like Anna in the Christian Grey movie and just like Belle in The Beauty and the Beast. Even somebody who thinks they're so dark, there is still love there. Darkness is just the absence of light, and sometimes it takes a brighter light coming in and helping pull somebody out of that darkness. Queen of Cups, clarified, is the Temperance in the reverse, which is she's no longer being patient with this character. So she's out of patience. the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This is the universe, what the universe is saying about this. So he's saying, hey, we've got a Queen of Cups here. She's normally a very compassionate and caring person. She knows what's going on. She's extremely intuitive, and she's out of patience. And the Ten of Cups is that she's dissatisfied with the situation. All right, let's clarify the Ten of Cups in the reverse. As we finish to get into this very weird reading that I never expected to go here. And that dissatisfied, and then we have the Ace of Wands. And that's, wands are passions and desires. So this is an opportunity to create something in the physical that you're deeply passionate or you're desiring. So this Queen of Wands is dissatisfied because she's not able to create this in the physical. All right, this is just what I've got here. So the Empress in the reverse, that this Christian Grey character thought was his little toy, fought back, bit back, says, I know what's going on. I'm running out of patience with your games. I'm dissatisfied that there's nothing happening in the physical. You know, there's no conclusion to having my passions and my desires fulfilled. And then the next card we got is the Devil in the reverse. And this is dealing with someone who is a hard egg to crack. Okay. What did Anastasia Steele find with Christian Grey? Very difficult to understand. Like, it was something she had not encountered before. That's what made him almost mysterious and unique, because she didn't have any, experience in that. I'm sorry, but the BDSM world, okay? I'm going to let this go where it goes. I'm not picking these cards. They're coming out. So this person is controlling. They like to give commands. They like to be in a position of leadership. And this also means bondage and addiction. I shit you not, okay? All right. It's a little hot in here. I gotta turn on the fan or something. What the heck is going on with this? All right. So let's clarify this Devil in the reverse energy. And this is the Five of Wands in the reverse. No longer wanting to fight with the Empress. No longer wanting to be in conflict with the Empress. And if you haven't seen 50 Shades of Grey, y'all need to go out there and watch it, because this is the exact story. This is exactly what happens between those two characters. It's actually been one of my favorite movies for the longest time, because I love the interaction between the actor and the actress. I love the story, the Beauty and the Beast story. All right, and the last card is the High Priestess, and it's kind of sideways. All right, the High Priestess is the feminine counterpart to the Hierophant. All right, it's ruled by Pisces. The High Priestess is psychic. She uses her intuition. She's spiritually wise. She trusts her intuition fully, okay? So in the reverse, it's about kind of a fear of your intuitive abilities, maybe not paying attention to your inner voice. This is, a psychic block. But this card is not in the upright the reverse or the upright position. It fell sideways. So maybe this Empress in the past was disconnected from her intuition, a psychic block for her to be able to see the situation for what it truly was. Intuitively, maybe she knew and she saw the signs, right? So if this was per se a person that watched Christian Grey movies all the time, they would definitely pick up on this empath narcissist paradigm with a sadist and a sub. And this got very X-rated. I'm just going to put like triple X-rated on this. Because this is essentially what it is. So this Empress is like seeing things clearly, and the universe is saying, okay, we asked, what's the universe got to say? She's intuitive, she's out of patience, she's dissatisfied, she wants to manifest something in the physical, she wants to follow her passions and desires. She's dealing with her Christian Grey, dealing with someone who is a hard egg to crack, who wants to go into their little controlling sadistic. And if she's a sub, well, she's probably great with this. This is probably a match made in heaven. So this high priestess, now this Empress, is listening to her intuition, and she's understanding this situation more and more by the day. And I shit you not, this is what I've got. I'm going to get a clarifier card on this high priestess, and we're going to call this a day. I mean, we're going to have to follow this energy and check in and see what the heck is happening with these two. Because really this just told us about her, and now she's starting to understand him more, and he's coming in, he wants to communicate. This wouldn't, and we're going to end this reading today with the King of Cups. She still sees him as her King of Cups, and he's coming in as the Knight of Cups, but he wants to be the King of Cups. He wants to give her his whole heart. And look, you guys, we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. We have a completely matched pair. So this Christian Grey apparently has met his match in every way, shape, or form. And the universe says that she loves him and he loves her. And even if it's a little twisted and it's been a little sadistic, I can't even believe I'm saying this, that this is the Beauty and the Beast, that this is genuine love, and they love each other and can accept each other for who they are. And this connection, this combining of these twin flames will be the light that heals this King of Cups, that heals him and makes him healthy and whole, so that he can feel true unconditional love from his Empress, which is what I think he's always truly wanted. And if you guys enjoyed this reading, give me a like, share, subscribe. I just can't even believe where this went. This was the craziest reading I've ever done in my life. And I'm so happy that you kind of stuck with me. And Libras, not for nothing, I might check in on this energy from time to time and call this the Christian Grey series and just keep following it to see where it goes, because it is a little interesting, I might add. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. We'll see you at your next reading. Peace.